Square Enix booth today here at Comic-Con. I have the distinct pleasure of talking with Alvin from Obsidian Entertainment. How you doing today, man?
Doing all right. How are you?
All right. Now, you've worked on Dungeon Siege 3, and of course, the big thing whenever you hear about a sequel is you gotta... What's the big difference between this and the last one?
Well, this obviously the Dungeon Siege 3 for this one is actually first time it's actually going to be on a console, so we have to a lot of challenges with that. Also, the ability system's kind of changed a little bit and how the inventory is all going to work. Unfortunately, there's no pack mule. We're doing some kind of stuff for that kind of stuff. I know a lot of people ask about that. Those are a lot of the big changes. Obviously, the characters are much different. We actually have specific characters for this game as opposed to the other ones. Not as many specific characters, so... Yeah.
You mentioned, of course, that it's also going to be on consoles. Talk about the process of doing a game that was originally, basically designed for the PC and now porting it, not porting it, but also designing it for the consoles.
Well, one of the things that we need to do was for the ability system is you have your hotbar at the very bottom. So one of the things we need to do is actually adapt that to a controller. So one of the things we did was all of your different buttons are specific to the different stances that you have, and every character you have has 3 different stances. And so all those are mapped to your 3 different buttons on your controller. And then you also have a third stance, which is your defensive one, which you're going to have all of your healing spells and different defense up spells. So that's basically about 9 spells you have immediately at your disposal with the quick switch of a button. So we still want to give that hotbar feelness, to the game, but also actually adapt it over to a console. So that's one of the challenges that we had to do. Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about the plot about Dungeon Siege 3.
Okay. Well, you play as one of the descendants of the 10th Legion, and the 10th Legion were the defenders of the nation of Ebb for hundreds of years. But at a certain point in history, they were kind of dishonored, and someone actually destroyed most of them. And so they've been in hiding for about 20 or 30 years now. And so as one of the descendants, you're actually trying to rebuild the Legion and kind of restore people's faith in their order. And so, how you do that is up to you in the game, but that's basically the overall story of the game.
Very cool. And what kind of, being a great fantasy game that Dungeon Siege is, think about what kind of creatures and monsters that you're going to have to face.
Lots and lots of different creatures. We've been actually building a whole bunch of, a whole new amount of creatures. There might be a couple from the previous ones you might see, but mostly a lot of different creatures. There's a lot of amphibious creatures. We've got a couple, giant war beast type things, a lot of different bosses. And there's a lot of fun stuff that we've actually made for the game, yeah.
Very cool. And aside from PC, of course, what consoles is it going to be out on?
It's going to be on the PS3 and the Xbox 360 as well.
And when can we see it on those consoles?
Right around 2011 at some point.
Very cool. Alvin, thanks for your time, man.
Yeah, thank you very much.